Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a story for you that's a little bit awkward, a little bit funny, and a whole lot of cringe. It's a classic tale of friendship, miscommunication, and a very, very unexpected morning. The title pretty much gives it away. I slept over at my best friend's place, then his girlfriend showed up, and it's exactly as uncomfortable as it sounds. So, let me set the scene for you. My best friend, let's call him Alex, and I have been friends since kindergarten. We're practically brothers. We've seen each other through everything. Scraped knees, terrible high school haircuts, first heartbreaks, you name it. Our friendship is the kind where we can just show up at each other's houses unannounced. It's just how we operate. This particular story happened a couple of years ago. Alex had just moved into a new apartment, his first place without roommates. He was super proud of it, and I was excited for him. One Friday night, I was over there helping him set up his new gaming console. We ordered a mountain of pizza, cracked open some sodas, and settled in for an epic night of gaming, just like the old days. We were playing this new co-op game and completely lost track of time. One last round turned into 10, and before we knew it, the sun was starting to peek through the blinds. It must have been around 5 a.m. I was so tired I could barely keep my eyes open. My place was a 40-minute drive away, and honestly, the thought of getting behind the wheel was just not happening. "Dude, I'm exhausted," I mumbled, dropping the controller. "I'm just gonna crash on your couch if that's cool." "Yeah, of course, man," Alex said, already half asleep himself. "You know the drill. Blankets are in the hall closet." It was a completely normal, standard procedure for us. I've probably slept on his couch, and he on mine, 100 times over the years. I grabbed a blanket, threw a pillow down, and was out like a light in seconds. No thoughts, no worries, just a deep, much-needed sleep. Simple, right? Oh, how wrong I was. Fast forward a few hours. I'm in that fuzzy, half-awake state, slowly becoming aware of the world. I hear the sound of a key in the lock. My first sleepy thought was, Alex must be getting mail or something. Then the door opens and I hear a female voice, super cheerful and bubbly. "Good morning, sleepyhead. I brought coffee and bagels." My brain went from 0 to 100 in a nanosecond. I shot up on the couch, my hair looking like a bird's nest, and my eyes barely open, and there she was. Standing in the doorway, holding a tray of breakfast goodies, was a woman I had never seen before in my life. She was cute, smiling, and looking utterly confused to see a random guy passed out on her boyfriend's couch. This, my friends, was Alex's girlfriend. Let's call her Chloe. Now, here's the crucial piece of information that Alex had conveniently forgotten to mention during our all-night gaming marathon. Chloe had her own key, and she loved making surprise breakfast visits on Saturday mornings. The three of us just froze. I was on the couch looking like a disheveled mess. Chloe was at the door, her smile slowly melting into a look of pure bewilderment. And just then, Alex stumbles out of his bedroom, rubbing his eyes. He sees Chloe, then he sees me, and the color just drains from his face. The silence was deafening. You could literally hear the coffee getting cold. Chloe's eyes darted from me to Alex and back again. I could see the wheels turning in her head, and none of the scenarios she was likely imagining were good. I felt like I had to say something, anything, to break the tension. So, I did what any rational person would do in that situation. I waved awkwardly and squeaked out, "Hi, Chloe," just blinked Alex. "Who is this?" she asked, her voice a lot less bubbly than it was a minute ago. Alex, bless his heart, went into full panic mode. "Oh, this is my friend, my best friend. We were just gaming." He fell asleep, on the couch, just sleeping. He was talking so fast and pointing at me like I was an exhibit at a museum. I tried to help. "Yeah, totally platonic couch. We've been doing it for years. Not together, obviously separately, in our respective homes. But sometimes, on couches. I was making it so much worse. I just wanted the floor to swallow me whole." Chloe looked at me, then at the two controllers on the floor, the empty pizza boxes, and the general chaos of a gaming all-nighter. A tiny bit of understanding started to creep into her expression, but she was still very much on edge. "You have a key," I blurted out, trying to sound casual. "That's efficient, smooth, real smooth." She finally managed a small, tight-lipped smile. "He didn't mention you were here," she said, looking at Alex. Alex just buried his face in his hands. "I forgot you were coming. I'm so sorry. We were up all night, and my brain just completely shut down." To her credit, once the initial shock wore off, Chloe was actually really cool about it. She put the coffee and bagels on the counter, and the three of us ended up having a very awkward, very formal breakfast together. I tried to explain the deep-rooted history of our platonic sleepovers, and she listened patiently, nodding along. I think she finally believed us when I started recounting embarrassing stories about Alex from middle school. Nothing breaks the ice like a good old story about your best friend accidentally wearing his shirt inside out for an entire school day. After what felt like an eternity, I made my excuses, thanked her for the bagel, and practically ran out of that apartment. The walk of shame is usually associated with something else, but let me tell you, the walk of shame after you accidentally make your best friend's girlfriend think he's cheating on her is a unique and powerful kind of mortifying. Alex called me about an hour later, apologizing profusely. We ended up laughing about it, but he did admit that it was a very, very close call. He and Chloe are still together, by the way, and she's awesome. We're good friends now, but to this day, whenever I stay over, Alex sends her a text that says, "Code couch, the friend is in the building." I repeat, the friend is in the building. So, that's my story. A cautionary tale about communication and the perils of surprise breakfast visits. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been in a ridiculously awkward situation like this. I'd love to hear that I'm not alone. Thanks for watching, everyone. It really means a lot that you hang out and listen to my crazy stories. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.